What's shaking, BookTube? My name's Cam and welcome back to another writing tip video. It has been much too long. It has been much For real though, it has actually been a while, so I'm back at it again. Today's video might seem rather similar to one I've done before called Resources for Writers, but this one's actually called Apps for Writers, so this focuses specifically on smartphone apps that writers can use to help them write. The majority of them are free except for one, but that one app is worth the $3.
Roll the intro.
Safe to say smartphone apps are pretty much changing the world at this point. Everything you can do, every bit of reference you would ever need, everything you could need, you can find inside one of these. It's at the point now where if you're a business and you don't have an app that someone can conveniently put on their phone to use your stuff, you're probably going to fall behind. So it should be no surprise that you can find plenty of apps that are going to help you as a writer, obviously as a reader as well. As plenty of stuff for reading that can help you on a phone, but today we're focusing on the writing aspect of it. The majority of them are free too. I mean, some of them might have memberships to get a few more perks, but ultimately you won't really need to pay any money. I can't stress enough how much I've used all of these apps that I'm going to mention, all 5 of them, and they've just helped me phenomenally. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is Name Dice. Name Dice is exactly as it sounds, pretty much just an app where you'll press the screen and it will roll the dice and give you 2 names. Pretty much every writer I know has tried the old trick of going onto a website where it lists baby names and going through that if they're blanking on names for characters, but this app obviously is way easier. I've never used the 2 names that it gives you together just because sometimes it can come a bit funny, but it definitely has helped me name a lot of my characters. When you see a name roll up that does actually seem fitting. So here's how it works. You just pretty much get the screen up like that and you press it. Boom. And you can go as fast as you like and go through all these names, and chances are you're going to find something that fits and helps. And the best part, it's free. Next up might seem kind of obvious, but you'd be surprised the amount of people who don't actually have this on their phone. That's Microsoft Word, and the reason this app is so handy isn't really for writing a story on your phone, although you could, I probably wouldn't recommend it. The reason I have it on my phone is because if I do some writing on Microsoft Word on my computer, if you have a linked Microsoft account, you can actually get it to flick up on your phone. So you can review some of the writing you've been doing while you're taking the train or bus to work, or while you're bored, while you're taking a shit, I don't know. Obviously you can make edits, that kind of stuff as well. It's just super handy. It's also free. Microsoft account, I can't remember if the Microsoft account is free. I pay for my Microsoft account because you have to pay to have Microsoft Word on your computer, but the app's free. And another awesome thing is that it links up to your Dropbox if you have one, which is where I back up all my stuff on the cloud. So it can pretty much everything you put in your Dropbox as far as stories and writing goes, you can get it up on your phone with Microsoft Word. Next up is another free app called Werdsmith, spelled W-E-R-D Smith. And it's a bit hard to explain, but essentially what it is, it's a free app where you set up a studio and you put in all of your ideas, all of your notes, basically everything as far as an outline could need. You put it all into this one place on your phone, which is super handy if you are sitting at the computer doing some writing and you just want to reference, check some shit, I don't know. Let's say character notes, you forget some certain characteristics of a character you're writing. You can go to Wordsmith, check it there, and it's all filed away very conveniently and really well actually. You can put together a portfolio, you set up a writing schedule on Wordsmith. It's just a very handy tool for writers. Think of it as the outline app. That's what I would refer to it as, the outline app. Next up might be one you didn't expect, another free app called, well, you know what this is, it's Google Translate. The reason I have Google Translate on my phone is because if I'm writing a character that speaks another language, this is the best way to get an accurate, it's the best way to get an accurate translation, as well as it giving you the pronunciation, that sort of thing. Because with a lot of translation apps, it's going to just quite literally translate word for word, and that might not actually make sense contextually in that language, but Google Translate does a good job of actually shifting and making sure it says what you're intending for it to say. Obviously in the editing stage you would want to double check any Any writing you've done in another language that you're not familiar with, you would double check it anyway, but Google Translate's the best way to get that streamlined. Last but not least is the only app on here that costs money. That's $2.99, and it's called Lists for Writers. This is by far the best app you can get as a writer. I can't even mention, there's no words I can give to you that would express how useful this is. For $3 is just ridiculous. It gives you tens of thousands of, and this sounds like I'm being sponsored, but I'm not. I have no connection with these guys whatsoever. So it gives you tens of thousands of examples in lists. As you can see, it's just got categories upon categories upon categories of stuff. Just stuff you could need. Even the most obscure things like carriages and chariots is a category. You go into it and it gives you a massive list of terminologies. It has names, adjectives, verbs, specific things, animals, facial expressions, words to describe hair. It's insane. This app was invaluable when it came to my writing. With both of my books, I used this app non-stop. Yeah, there's nothing more I can say on it, but if you're a writer and you have a smartphone, get that app. Don't debate it, don't make excuses, just get it and you will see what I mean. Anyway, homies, that's 5 apps. We done, we out. Download them all, they're all free except for that last one, which is well worth the $3 anyway, so download them all, tell me what you think. Actually, as well, if you know any apps that I haven't mentioned that are useful as a writer, please actually tell me in the comments. I know YouTubers are always like, oh, tell me in the comments below, but I genuinely mean that. Tell me, because I want to know. I hope you find these useful, and good luck with your writing, guys. I'm midway through my 3rd book, and, I know how much of a struggle it is. We need all the help we can get, so, yeah. Thanks for watching, and good luck. You can find all my social media links below. I'm most active on Twitter. Links to my podcast and my blog are down there as well. If you haven't already, join the Wolfpack and subscribe, and if you are in the Wolfpack, I'll see you in the next video. Catch ya.